Okay. Now it works. Test. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me now? Test. I think it works now. I can see the bar going on the volume, so I think it works. I unplug and plug the USB, so it should work now. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, yes, working. All right, great. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Otherwise, I will be just talking myself until the end of the live. Yeah, thank you. Okay, loud and clear. All right, great. So finally it works. So yeah, I was gonna say that thank you for your joining on my YouTube channel live stream again. This is the 5th of February 2022 on Saturday. And usually I talk about the mindset or psychology topics on Saturday because markets are closed. But today I decided to introduce some of my tweets on my Twitter account because sometimes I tweet about the psychology or mindset topics. So hopefully we can discuss some psychology topics and just enjoy the rest of the weekend. Alright, so yeah, thank you for joining everyone once again. Great to see you here as always. David, Nadim, and Arukari, Melanie, and Pirates Kishore 416. Thank you for joining. Amit and Kuok, Abner, and Arukari, it's good to see you too. Alright, thank you for joining everyone. So yeah, let me switch the screen and quickly, as a reminder, as always, this content is all based on my own experience and knowledge. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And also, since this is a live stream, if you can please follow the rules or guidelines, that would be great, because after all, we're all here to learn. Okay, so let me introduce my Twitter account. You can see the link on the Twitter on the below description. But here is my Twitter account. Oh, recently I think there are some fake Twitter account, but the thing you have to look at is this my account name. It's at ForexK. F and K are capital, and ForexK is my main and official Twitter account. And I have 600-800 followers now, and I'm only following one member. So if you don't see these numbers or if you don't see this account name, then that's all fake. The other ones are all fake basically. So yeah, let me scroll down and check some of my tweet. So yeah, recently I was under COVID, so most of my tweets were related to COVID. Oh, this was very good. This my wife cooked some chicken ginger soup, and that was very good. It actually warmed up myself, and I was able to eat under when I was under COVID. But let's see. Oh yeah, so I think this is also one of the psychology related. This was a post on the January 13th. I posted still suffering from flu, and I checked some charts today, but when I saw a screen, I feel much different from when I was healthy. Small difference, but big awareness. So this was 13th of January, and my symptom got worse the day before. So in 12th of January, my condition get worse. On the 13th, I thought I have fever and I had dull in my body. But I was screening chart anyways. But as a screen, it looked very different. Like how different was that the first of all, I wasn't able to focus on the chart and I wasn't able to sit down and monitor the chart. And I was seeing some ups and downs in the markets, but I had some second thoughts, or I wasn't be able to fully concentrate and focus on the screening, and that was a difference from when I was healthy. When I'm healthy, I simply screen charts and focus on each pair and look for the trending market and look for the trading edge to buy or sell. But this day, I was very ill and I wasn't able to focus. So that's why I simply decided to stay away from the chart. And after 30th of November, I didn't see charts for 2 weeks. For two full weeks, I didn't see charts. I didn't even look at the markets. Because even if I do, I can't take trades, I can't concentrate. So simply, I decided to stay away. So I think sometimes, when you have a big day, when you're ill, when you are not feeling well for any reasons, sometimes you need to stay away from the chart. It's a lesson. You have to, the market's moving, and by the time you come back to the chart, the market has gone up or down, all the way, and you might feel the missing chance, but that's okay, because market's moving every day anyways. So whenever you're feeling well, you just come back to the chart and look for opportunities. So that was a big lesson, I thought, and that's why I posted this tweet. So, and sometimes I intentionally stay away from the chart, or I intentionally don't trade. So sometimes, even if I see uptrend in higher time frames and uptrend in the mid time frame, and even if I can capture 3 confirmations, sometimes I let it go intentionally, because if I don't feel well, if I don't feel like trading, then I simply don't, and I don't feel I was missing chance, because I know the market's moving every day, and I can find opportunities every week in that way. But I think most of the traders are rushing to make profits, and they are always wanting to make profits. But I think sometimes we have to let it go. I think that was a big lesson, and that's why I posted this tweet here. So yeah, let me check some other tweets. Yeah, thank you for joining, everyone. Great to see you once again on this relaxing Saturday. Yeah, thank you for joining. Let's see. Let me check some comments now. All right. Aung says, hi Kei, Kumo A is the leading of the price, and also to check with Kumo B and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen as well. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Ichimoku is here to forecast the market, but not to predict the future. Yep. Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for joining, everyone. I do see many comments, so thank you for your participation and also support on my YouTube channel. Elvis says, good day, Kay. AUD-USD was my big loss this week. I will let you look at it, all right? AUD-USD, I think it was ranging, so you better stay away. You always trade when it's trending. When it's flat, then simply stay away. TikTok says, how many pips or more should we look for an entry point in your opinion? How many pips or more should we look for an entry point? And what do you think when in the trend there is a gap before support resistance? How many pips? I don't really care. Simply when I see the 3 confirmations, I take the trade. So I think it's more important to calculate the risk per trade. So every time I trade, I take 2% risk per trade to the stop loss. So I use a calculator to calculate the risk per trade and calculate the lot sizing to make 2% to the stop loss. So yeah, let me scroll down. Oh, this was my birthday, 12th of January. It was my birthday, but I was under COVID. I was not really celebrating myself. Yeah, but it was beautiful sunrise, and I just captured the picture. I happened to wake up in very early morning. Yeah, I think it was like 5 a.m. or so. But when I woke up in my birthday, I saw the beautiful sunrise. So I took the photo. It was very nice. I think this is also very important mindset. I said when you trade, don't focus too much on making profits, but rather focus on discipline. Because if you keep your own rules with discipline, profit will come automatically. It took me 3 years to realize that. I said 3 years because it took me 3 years to become profitable and 3 years to really, how do you say, like, realize this fact. I used to focus on making profits, especially when I was losing and when I was rushing to make profits. That was my focus when I was a newbie. But afterwards, after losing 2 years, I started to focus more on discipline and also risk management and psychological management. And afterwards, my performance get much better, and I don't really focus on making profits anymore. Because profit is, I think, the byproduct of discipline. If you keep discipline, then profit will come automatically. Is my mindset. It's like a Zen mindset, so to speak. Like if you don't deserve, then it will come. But if you deserve, then it doesn't come. Like it's a mindset. So, and also, if I don't expect any profits from the market, then I have a healthy psychology, healthy mindset, because I don't really expect any profits. But by following my rules and discipline, it will come automatically. And I thought that's important. And that's why I posted this tweet. But yeah, for the first 2 years, I was losing and losing. I blow one account, and the other one, I got the 50% drawdown. And that's when I come back to the demo account. And I was using paid indicators and paid EAs and paid robots. And I was experimenting all these strategies in the world for the first 2 years, or for the first 1 year. I was experimenting all these indicators and tools, paid services also, like signal services. But after losing 1 year, I basically throw everything away. And I deleted all the indicators. Literally, I put them on the trash box, and I emptied the trash box so that I can't get it back. But after that, I think what I did was I created a demo account. I created the demo account, and I only start to backtest and trade with the candlesticks only. I didn't put any indicators because I thought they are worthless, they are useless, and I didn't believe the indicators at that time. So I deleted all the indicators and only using price action and lines. And candlestick patterns. And after I see some nice result by candlesticks price actions only, then I've added Ichimoku, and Ichimoku made much more sense afterwards. And that was the second year. So in the second year was almost break even on a yearly basis. I was making some profits, but I was losing also at the same time throughout the year. So the second year was almost break even or slight profit. But on the third year onwards, I started to be profitable. So every year I fine-tune my strategies and I fine-tune my way of taking trades. But ever since, I have been profitable. So that was my journey of my trading career. So for the last 6 years, I would say I have been profitable. So yeah, but simply by using the same strategy over and over again, and by simply, keeping disciplined rules instead of focusing to make profits, I became profitable. So it's kind of ironic. It's kind of ironic to say that if you pursue profit, then it will come. It wouldn't come. But if you don't pursue profit, then it will come automatically. I think that was a big lesson when I was losing for the first 2 years. All right, yeah, good to see you. Thank you for joining. One Slow says, is it expensive to live in Dubai? I think it depends on your living style. It can be expensive, it can be cheap, depending on your living style. Yeah, Kush says, hi Kay, how should we handle a streak of losing trades and still stay encouraged when you feel like you're not making progress? Yeah, I think that's a good question, Kush. To answer that, I think I have a rule of stop the trade if I lose 3 times per day. If I lose 3 times consecutive per day, then I stop the trade and simply I backtest my strategy or I come back to the chart tomorrow. And that is one of my rules for the risk management. And also, if you want to stay encouraged, even if you keep losing, your focus should not be making profit once again. Your focus should be improving trades. Your focus should be backtesting your trades and seeing the performance, not in terms of how much you make, but in terms of your profit factor. I value profit factor the best on my performance. So you can focus profit factor, which is risk and reward ratio overall. It should be 3 at least in backtest to start to trade with the real money in the real market. So you can focus to improve the risk reward ratio overall, or you can focus to learn more strategies, learn more knowledge about Ichimoku, or learn more knowledge about my strategy also. So if you focus on improving yourself every day, then you start not to focus on your profits and you won't be discouraged by your losses. At least for me, it was the case. If I still focus on the profits, then I wouldn't be able to do this the whole 6 years. Yeah, that was my impression. I think, but to switch mindset, I think it's very difficult. Because initially, myself also, I came to Forex to make profits and to live free was my initial motivation, because when I was working full-time, it was very stressful in long hours of work. Even weekends, I was working also when I was full-time in Japan. You know how Japan is, Japan, stressful working condition, and we have to always care about the boss or superior and we have to meet the expectation of the superiors. So it was very stressful. But so my first goal was to get freedom. So, but after I became full-time trader, I thought it's more difficult than being a full-time employee, because I had to switch mindset completely from making profits to keep discipline on what I do. So basically, everything I do it in a disciplined way. Otherwise, I won't be able to relocate from Japan to Dubai, and I won't be able to trade consistently, and also I won't be able to do these YouTube live streams almost every day. Let's see. Toy says Euro CAD lost 31 pips, then re-enter, made profit 32 plus 45 pips, opened 2 trades, 1% each. That's good. You recovered from the losses. Oh, and one thing more important is that you never try to win back the losses. No revenge trade is also very important. Yeah. All right. Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Agubola says, I should be in Dubai next month. Do you mind if I reach out when I'm around? Yeah, let me know by email. Yeah, let me know. We can have a coffee or tea. All right, let's see. Elvis says, Kay, would you be looking at the chart today? Maybe not, because they are closed, and I will give you the analysis tomorrow at the forecast. But most like today, we won't really talk about the markets. Okay, let's see. All right, so let me check some other tweets. Oh, this was exactly what I was driving when I was first in the US, Los Angeles. And that's why I didn't expect that I will be seeing these cars in Dubai. So I took this picture. It was very cute. I say discipline is not built in one day. It needs to be cultivated in everyday life. Otherwise, you cannot practice in trading. Yeah, so when it comes to discipline, we say discipline is the key. Discipline is important. But if you are not disciplined in your day-to-day life, then there's no way you can put it into practice on your real trades. It is impossible. So in other words, you have to practice discipline every day. Whatever you do, you have to discipline so that you can really practice on your trades also. You can't be disciplined on your trades. Suddenly, you can't change your personality. It continues your personality from your day-to-day life, so it actually reflects on your trades. If I see someone trading and if I see the journal, then I know what kind of personality he has. It's like a personality, a reflection is your trade journal. So the discipline is not built in one day. I thought it's interesting, so important, so I tweeted like that. Let's see. Everything in this world is basically either overestimated or underestimated. Very few are properly estimated. As an individual, you must always maintain an underestimated state so that people around you realize a room to growth. Yeah. I think it's better to be underestimated than overestimated. We have to be humble in that way. We have to be humble in the sense that we can't do perfectly, right? We are not perfect, and we can't be perfect at all time. It's impossible. And that's why sometimes we make losses. But losses are okay. Losses are acceptable because like I mentioned on the previous live stream, because we make losses, when we win profit, we have joy. And we are excited on the profits. But if you make profits every time you trade, then at some point you get so used to it that you don't get excited anymore. So everything has balance. Everything has balance in between black and white or yin and yang. So nothing is 100% in this world. That means losses are okay, and if you can accept the losses, then you can start to be profitable. At least it is my philosophy. So yeah, I think that's important. Let's see what else I put on the Twitter. Oh, this one is also the key. This was from the video, 3 best tips to avoid emotional trades. One, you have to speak out your own emotional state. If you are feeling frustrated, then just I'm frustrated. Just say I'm frustrated. Or when you are sad, then just say I'm sad. You can also mention that on the trading journal. Of your honest feeling, you have to express. And that releases your emotional stress. And also journal your trades. By journaling your trades, you can see your performance objectively, and you can look back your own trading journal, like last month or previous year. You can look back your own journal, and you can learn from your own trades. You cannot learn from someone else's trades because you are not trading on these trades. But you can learn the best from your own trading journal because you cannot lie on what you did in the past. So humbly, you can learn the best from your trades in the past, and that's why I encourage everybody to journal your trades manually. You can get the journal on the spreadsheet on MT5, or any other platforms can give you the PDF or spreadsheet of your trades in the past. But I don't recommend you to review these. I still recommend you to track your record every time you trade. You put the name of the pair and date and time of your execution, and entry price level, the stop loss price level, lot size. You have to take memos of these numbers in information. And when you exit, you also put down the exit price in date and time also, if possible. And you also take screenshot of entry and exit, and you put down the reasons of your entry and reasons of your exit. So that when you look back this journal, you see patterns. For example, you see patterns of losing, you see the patterns of winning, and you see patterns of which market you tend to win, which market you tend to lose. And that's the reason why I took out the New Zealand pairs, because when I take trades, when I compare my performance with other markets to New Zealand pairs, the New Zealand pairs performance was much worse with my strategy, and that's why I took it out. So by like this, you can see patterns of winning and losing, and also you can mention something about the psychology at the time of the entry, at the time of the loss. So sometimes I still look back my own trading journal, like a couple of years ago, maybe 4 years, 5 years ago. I look back and I laugh myself because I would never trade like that, like 5 years ago. But 5 years ago was my full analysis and my full trades. I didn't play around. I was serious on my trades and I took these trades. But after 5 years, when I look back, I laugh myself because sometimes my stop loss is too wide and my lot size is too high. And I put down the emotions and I was always frustrated. Like 5 years ago, every time I get the losses and I put down like how not to lose a trade next time. Like I question myself like that. So yeah, so when I look back these journals of my entries, exit, and also my emotional state, like a couple of years ago, I still learn myself. And I realize how much I grow within the last 5 years. So journal your trades is very important in that sense. And also breathe in and out, to avoid emotional trades. Yeah, because let's say when I had a big day today and when I open the charts, or before I open the chart, I breathe in and out. I meditate for 5 minutes. Simply, I close my eyes on the chair with a very quiet environment and I simply meditate. Simply, I try not to think about anything else and I empty my mind. And when I open my eyes, I feel like I'm in a new world. Like before, I was very busy. I was very frustrated because I had a big day. But after meditation, only 5 minutes, then I feel like I'm newborn. And I feel like I'm in a new world, so to speak. And then if I see the charts, then I have no bias. And I can follow my rules with discipline. Sometimes before the live stream starts, I do this also. Especially when I had a big day, if I'm frustrated for any reasons before the live, I meditate and I reset my mindset and do these live streams so that I can, be focused on your chat and also focus on what I say. But this is also discipline, and you can practice in your day-to-day life so that you can really practice on your trades also. So yeah, that's what I do also. All these are all based on my experience. If I don't experience, then simply I don't say or I don't post. All right, let's see. Elio, thank you for joining. Good to see you. That shortens your life. Yeah. Right, Toy says, hi Kay, how do you handle winning streaks and then feel afraid to have losing trades? I feel that way sometimes. Okay, how do you handle winning streaks and then feel afraid to have losing trades? The question is, why do you afraid to lose? Is my question. Why are you afraid to lose? Because losses do happen. So why would you? Like let's say, like when you drive a car, you consume the gas, you consume the petrol. And why would you afraid of losing the gas? Like the same. Or yeah, because in order to get profits, we have to invest and we have to, risk our asset in order to get returns. But yeah, like if you win and win and win, like let's say if you win 10 times, then so for example, if I win 10 times in the first week of the month, then most likely I don't trade throughout the whole month because I should be making more than 10% of my account, and simply I will prefer to leave chart. And leaving chart also, is also a key to reset your mind. Never to be greedy. Never be greedy. But, when you win the profits, then just, say thank you to the market and just leave the chart. I think, and after you reset the mindset, then you start the trades. And then most likely you won't have the fear or afraid to have losing trades afterwards. Yeah, let's see. Let me check some other tweets. Oh, it was a UAE 50-year celebration. I went to the dumpling restaurant that was very tasty. Oh, also I posted this one also. Never do something special to become someone special. Just keep on doing something basic, then you will become someone special. I thought this is very important, and that's why I posted. We try to be special on anything, like try to be special in terms of making profit sometimes, for example, in Forex or any markets. But, never try to be profitable, never try to become someone special in trading. Just do the basics, just master the basics. Like when I'm teaching Ichimoku, sometimes people want to learn about the time theory, price theory, or these unknown theories in the world. They want to learn. But always I say, you have to master the basics first. You have to master the 5 lines of Ichimoku first. But before that, you have to master the price action. You have to master the basics of the market. And then on top of that, you build more and more knowledge. Because if your foundation is not solid, then even if you build more and more, it collapses so easily. So, we say in Japan, we say, never build the castle on the sand. Right? You have to have a firm foundation, firm basic, and then you can build more and more on top of that. So, never do something special. You don't have to do something special to be profitable. You don't have to know something special to be profitable. Simply master the basics, and then you'll be profitable. But I think most of the people struggle because they still try to learn, or they still try to know something special. And I think that's a pitfall. Yeah, so that's why I posted this one. Oh, I went to a bookstore and I found some interesting books of Japanese culture. This is called wabi-sabi. Yeah, wabi-sabi is means like finding beauty in imperfection. So I thought this is also a very interesting and also important message. So don't try to be perfect. Imperfect, there is a beauty in imperfection is what basically wabi-sabi means. So when you, so like I mentioned before, because you lose, you can feel happiness. You can feel gratitude of your winning trades. So there's a beauty in the loss in that sense. There's a beauty in the loss. There's a beauty in imperfection. Okay, yeah, Elio, thank you for your message. Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for your message. Mahardika says, I'm waiting for your YouTube live discussion, chapter 15, Ichimoku Basic Masterbook. Read that chapter several times already, still confused about diagram explanations. Oh, you can find, excuse me, sorry. sorry, after COVID, I have to cough sometimes. But you can find that video already on my website about chapter 15. Hold on, let me quickly introduce that. Let's see, where is it? You can go to my website and go on services, and for KIC members, if you click on here under Ichimoku community for KIC members, then you can find a list of the videos for Ichimoku members. And in here, so this is the level 1, road to become Ichimoku member, Ichimoku master. If you click on here, then you will see the videos on each chapter, and you can find the video for chapter 15 here. So I have been reviewing each chapter one by one every Saturday, and today I will review chapter 11. But you can watch these videos, chapter 15 also right now. So you can check that. These videos are only visible for Ichimoku members, but you can check that video for chapter 15, because I have explained about the diagram in this video also. Okay. So yeah, wabi-sabi is actually one of my favorite words in Japanese. So maybe, yeah, that's a very important, very interesting topic. I found some nice ramen shop. I haven't been here because I got the COVID, but thinking to visit here one day. Oh, on this post I mentioned, so he's one of the Ichimoku members who introduced me a good Indian restaurant, gazebo. He was the one. So he says, I said, it takes time to develop own discipline because it's so easy and fun to trade purely by emotion and hope. After all, we will receive that we received. We will receive what we receive. And it depends on how you see things. This is kind of philosophical post. But the message I was trying to say is that in trading or on any like side businesses or anything that's related to making money, making profits, it's fun and easy at the first place. If you first join the Forex, if you first join the markets, if you first learn about the Ichimoku, it's fun. And you're excited because you have hope to make profits. But as time goes on, you start to realize that it's not easy and it takes time to master one thing. So that's actually one of the Y intersection, like of either you quit or you continue. So yeah, trading by emotion is so easy and also very excited, but trading without emotion is not fun. But even if it's not fun, I think that's the answer. If you think trading is fun, then I think you're not professional yet. But if you say trading is difficult and trading takes time to master, then you're on the right way for the mastery. So that's what it means, basically. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I will end the live in about a few minutes. So yeah, this is my Twitter account, and make sure you find my real Twitter account. It's at ForexK, and F and K are capital. And you can find the link on the below description of my Twitter account. So make sure to find this one. Sometimes we see fake accounts exactly with the same picture, same background. You see my fake accounts. So just be careful. If you see either different account name or different number of following and followers, it's all fake, basically, because this is and also what's more, I don't message directly from the Twitter account. I disabled this message function on my Twitter because I get too many messages. I get like 100 messages in one day, and I can't handle on this direct message, so I disabled. So if you receive some messages from the Twitter, and these are all fake, so yeah, just be careful. But yeah, if you want to follow my Twitter, you can also do so, and because I will post some of my trades and also these psychological mindset topics. Okay, so I guess I will end the live for now. Thank you for joining, and I hope you have a great weekend. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy and stay safe and stay gold. Alright, bye for now, everyone. Mata ne. Thank you.